Hawaii has put out 2 Maile Amber Alerts, and both led to successful reunions of child and family.
Which has some people asking, why aren't more of these missing children alerts issued?
KITV4's Paul Drews reports on the reason the alert is so rarely used. Paul.
Well, mainly because most abduction cases don't meet the requirements for the alert to be issued. And some feel if it were sent out more frequently, it might lose some of its effectiveness at getting people's attention. Maile Amber is not the first child to be kidnapped in Hawaii, but she is the first one in 17 years whose abduction met the criteria for a Maile Amber Alert to be issued.
The federal guidelines for the Amber Alert is that the child has to be at least 17 years of age or younger. There needs to be sufficient information that the child is in imminent danger of death or serious bodily injury. And there needs to be sufficient information on the child as well as the abductor, the suspect, the description, vehicle involved, direction of flight.
After Maile was kidnapped from a Big Island beach, Hawaii County Police sounded the alarm.
There were 2 different alerts that went out. So the first one was what I believe is in our countywide here, which was around a little after 7 p.m. And then there was a second, what I was told is a statewide alert that went out around 1:43 in the morning.
But some question why there wasn't more information initially sent out with the alert.
The Amber Alert is primarily the text alert that goes out to get attention or awareness of it. The additional resources of that stuff were posted on our department media site.
Unlike years ago when flyers went up to notify the public after a person went missing, now most anyone can access information immediately.
Anytime Crime Stoppers issues out a missing persons, a missing child case, we then disseminate to all the news outlets, which then gets shared over all the different social media platforms, radio, social media, TV. We send out this, island-wide blast, and we actually have, a lot of times a huge overwhelming response. Just people are, they're looking out.
In Michaela's case, the Big Island Police said after the alerts went out, there was an outpouring of tips to their dispatch center through email and on its social media. It's important that information about an abducted person is quickly sent out to the public, but it's also important a missing child or adult is also quickly reported to police. Some families will mistakenly wait, believing officers are unable to do anything for 24 hours.
As soon as that you feel, and anyone for that matter is missing, you go ahead and report them as a missing person. Go ahead and call HPD, start the documentation process, and let the investigators get to work on it immediately.
In this latest case, Hawaii's Maile Amber Alert worked as hoped for, reuniting Maile with her family. If these alerts were issued more often, some worry they could lose some of the attention they now get from the public.
When this happens, it is of critical importance. So, obviously the more things that happen or more alerts that go out, it does take away a little bit from that.
Now, Hawaii's other Maile Amber Alert happened back in 2005 and involved a baby. Reporting live, Paul Drews, KITV4 Island News.